Welcome to the live replay, everyone. Today is January 13th, and we're going to be packing orders again today. I'm just going to go ahead and open up the right order here. We're starting with $14.99. Order $14.99, and I do have a couple, that's through my website, I do have a couple Etsy orders that I am hoping to get to as well. So Natalie H, $14.99. I also have a couple from yesterday that we couldn't quite finish because I didn't have the gold foil ready, or I needed to contact them about the charms because the exact charm they wanted wasn't available. So we will also backtrack and do those. Actually, maybe I should do some of those first. Let me see. Where was Claudia's journal? Claudia wanted, okay. Yes, so I contacted Claudia. We packed her order yesterday, $14.90, but we didn't have a cross charm. She wanted a cross. She got back to me right away and said that a shell would be fine. And then also I had not cut her gold foil in advance. So now I have both of those things ready to go, her foil and her charm. So why don't we go ahead and put that on for her right away. Welcome here, everyone. Hope you're having a good Tuesday. We're just getting started today. Kind of backtracking to some of yesterday's orders. Claudia had asked for her name page to be more of a frame. I'm not sure what she's going to put in the middle, but that's what she requested. And we did not do her charm because we didn't have the right one available. So she's subbing it for a seashell, and then we'll do her gold foil on the cover as well. All right, let's weed that. There is Claudia's. We'll take the plastic off of her cover design later. Just want to give it some time to settle. And then she chose the seashell charm and her pom-pom charm. Thank you for your order, Claudia. I gotta put this one on the shelf now that we finished it up. And then I had another one yesterday. Who was it? Where did I put it? That I just needed to do gold foil. Oh, of course. I have it nicely labeled and sitting on my shelf, exactly where it should be. So this one needs gold foil, as does, this was Anne's journal from yesterday. So we did everything except for the foil because I hadn't cut it in advance. Her order came in later in the day, so I didn't have a chance to cut that for her before we packed it up. So I'm just gonna backtrack and do her order as well, and then we'll start moving forward with brand new orders. Hey Sherry, how's your day going? Oh, where's my scissors? Hi Brown Sugar Peach. If you're from the US or Canada, then my website, which is RyleeAutumn.com, or linked in my bio. If you're from outside of there, my Etsy shop would be the best bet for you, and that's also linked in my bio. Yeah, it's been a good day, Sherry. Very chill day, just at home all day with the boys. Took a nap all afternoon because I did not sleep much last night. So I feel like, I don't know, I feel like a nap always makes it feel like the day has been so short because my whole afternoon was just nothing. It's so nice that they nap at the same time now. I mean, I don't always like using that time for a nap because it's hard to justify when you've got so many things to do, you know? But I do like having the opportunity now that they actually nap at the same time. I at least have the option to take a rest. All right, let's put her cover design on. That is true, Sherry. All right. So there is Annie's journal with the charms that she chose. This, of course, will remove the plastic once it's had time to settle. And then that is the name page design that she requested, some peonies. And then she also ordered one for her friend Sharon. So let's iron on the foil for Sharon's. And then we'll pick up with order $14.99. I sent out a few emails yesterday about, like, I'm sorry I don't have the letter charm that you're looking for. You know, when someone just asks for like a flower or something and I don't have the exact one they want, I'll usually just sub it. But if they ask for their first initial and I don't have it, then, I mean, I've never run out of letters until like this week, and I do have more on the way. So I've just been asking if they want to wait or if they want to choose a different charm. And I heard back from Claudia, but that's it. So the other ones are gonna just sit and wait until Friday. Like Friday is when I want to ship everything out. So if I haven't heard back from them by Friday, and if I haven't received my letters, then like my replacement letters, then I will just substitute and do a different charm instead, because I don't want to make them wait, you know, a whole extra week. Oop, I need my tweezers for that. A whole extra week to get their journal, so we'll just sub if we got a sub. All right. And there is her friend Sharon's journal. Again, we'll take that off once it's settled. She got a blue pom-pom with a treble clef and her initial, and then a music-themed name page. Thank you very much for your order, Annie. I'm gonna go grab a petal pink journal for our next order, which is order $14.99. That's where we're at. $14.99 for Natalie H. So Natalie, of course, if you're here, let us know. We're doing charms, a cover, and a name page for Natalie. Alrighty. Starting with charms, she wants the letter N, a coffee charm, and a dog-related charm. So I'll pull out the coffee charm. Letter N, we can maybe vote. And then, since she didn't say like what kind of dog she had or anything, maybe we'll vote on the dog charm also. And actually, maybe let's vote on the dog charm first. So here we go. Coffee is locked in. Let me start a poll here for the dog charm. We've got 3 options. Coffee is locked in. We will eventually choose a letter N, but for now I just want to know 1, 2, or 3 for a dog related charm for Natalie. 1, 2, or 3. If you could go ahead and put your votes, there's that little blue and white clipboard icon under your name. That's the poll. The only way TikTok will actually count your votes for me is if you put them in there. So go ahead up to the poll and let me know what you think. And I will try to get my big sleeve out of your way. I just wanted to grab those. And let's read her cover design. All right, I'm gonna start a second poll right away to choose the N. I just wanna see who won the first poll. Okay, option 1. So actually, if option 1 won, I'm just gonna default to this N because this one, the gold just doesn't match. It's just too much all gold going on with gold that doesn't exactly match for me to do that. So we're gonna go ahead and put those 2 together. I mean, I guess we could have put the gold N on the coffee cup. That could have worked, but I like this N anyways. We'll just go with it. The dog bone is cute. I don't actually know if we've used any of those yet, hey? I don't remember putting one of those on for anyone. Hey, Phoenix, how are you doing? Oof, that's a doozy. Hope you're feeling better as you adjust to life back at home. All right, for her cover design, it's going to be matchy. She chose a coffee theme, so that will match her coffee charm very nicely. And then for her name page as well, we're doing a coffee theme. So nice cohesive theme. I'm doing well. I was just saying earlier, I took a nap like all afternoon, so I feel quite energized. I took a nap because I had a headache that like started yesterday, and usually I can just sleep them off, but I could not tonight. So I definitely needed the nap, and my headache I feel like it's just kind of a dull headache, you know, it's not debilitating, it's just like annoying and I feel like lying down, but it's doing all right. We are okay. There's Natalie's cover design. I'm gonna go ahead and do her name page, and then I'll peel off the cover design once it's set. No, you haven't missed much. We a couple of the journal orders from yesterday, I couldn't totally finish them, either because I didn't have the foil or I was waiting for a response about charms or something. So we just finished some of those. And this is our first one, our first fresh order. My desk is getting very crowded. I should have cleared it off from last night's live. Natalie, yes, this is yours. I hope you're okay with pink. I just did it to match your journal, but we're gonna doodle some coffee doodles alongside it. And I can show you what we came up with your charms and stuff. Yes, for dog charm, an N, and a coffee charm. How do you feel about this combination? We chose the paw print, and then the coffee cup, and then an N. And then this is your cover. I'm gonna take the plastic off once I'm done the name page so that it doesn't mess with the foil or anything, but that is where we are currently at with yours. Oh, I'm so glad you could catch it. Sorry you missed the first part. Hey Ash, yeah, thanks for joining. Hey Alex. Oh, that's so perfect, Natalie. Okay, I'm glad I didn't choose the actual dog for your thing, because that little dog that I have looks nothing like a chocolate lab. I don't have any dog charms that would look like a chocolate lab, so the paw print was probably the best option. You can order from the Philippines, but it would have to go through my Etsy shop, which is linked in my bio. Etsy ships pretty much anywhere, just using your national post, so it's sometimes a little bit slower than like Pure Later or UPS, one of those, but that's one thing I like about Etsy is they just make it work to like anywhere in the world, and it's all the same amount of ease. Whereas Shopify has been a massive headache trying to figure out all of that. All right, let's add some coffee. Coffee beans. Aw, that's so sweet. Do you do a lot of scrapbooking? I would love to get into scrapbooking, or even just like more of the like collage-y style journaling with pictures, but I don't have a printer, which I feel like would be super helpful for that, because I would love to print off like pictures of my kids and all that, and more regularly. I do print from Walmart sometimes, but I would love to do it like, you know, all the time. Ooh, scrapbooking, card making, nice. Nice. Oh, wow. What do you do with all those? Do you sell them at like markets and stuff? All right. I don't want to press this cover down yet because I don't want the white gel pen to smudge, but I will peel this guy off now and show you how it turned out. Oh, cool. I need to get my journals. There's one local store like that around here. There's probably more in the city. I just never go. But there's the cover design there for Natalie. I need to go do that with some of my products. And then there are the charms that Natalie chose. Very matchy-matchy, pink coffee theme all around. Thank you so much for your order, Natalie. Let me label that for you. That was order $14.99. Thank you so much. Glad you like it. Moving on to order 1500. Sorry, my Shopify is just lagging a little bit here. Let me take a quick sip of my tea. 1500 for Kaylin. Oh. For Kaylin. There we go. Let me go grab your journal, Kaylin. That was a B grade espresso hand-drawn journal for Kaylin. All right, let's see. Is this what made this one a B grade? Yeah. There's your scuff, Kaylin. The rest is perfect. Good to go. Thank you for your order. Let me pull open the next order. So that was 1500. We've got 1501, which is the other espresso pre-made B grade journal. Yes, I just listed 2 of those last night. And I know there were a couple of you eyeing them up, so that makes sense that those are back to back. What made this one B grade? Oh, probably this. Just a little stain up there. Let's see. Yep, that's it. The rest is all good. Caitlin, yes, they all have the same designs. Well, you can get empty ones, or you can get like my pre-made ones, which is what these ones are, with like designs for every month, every week, all that kind of stuff. I do sell like fully custom ones where you choose all the pages just for yourself, and I like draw it with an actual marker into an actual journal. I do those as well. I have one spot opening on Thursday, but for the most part, it's these journals. And yes, they are all the same designs on the inside pages. 1501, thank you for your order, Lori. Then we've got Danielle up next. Danielle was here at the end of yesterday's live, hoping she'd be able to make it today. So I might just hold hers until later if you're not here. Danielle, are you here? A matcha pre-made journal for Danielle. You are here. Okay, perfect. Let me go grab that for you. Yes, all of the designs, all 224 pages are drawn by hand. Everything was picked by my community, you guys over on Instagram. All of that. Alrighty. Matcha green. Based in Canada, yes. I am a Canadian stay-at-home mama too. That's my full-time thing. This is my nap time and bedtime side gig. Okay, so let's start with your charms, Danielle. If you have anything you want to add or say about your charms, could you let me know that in a comment here? What I have from you so far is the letter D, coffee charm, and a pom-pom charm. So I'll start pulling those out, and if you have any specifications or changes you want to make, you just let me know. No problem, Marissa. All right, so I would default to this pom-pom just because it matches. I always do, but if you see a different one here that you like, oh, sorry, I guess you can't actually see them all. If you see a different one here that you want, Danielle, just let me know. And then these are my options for D's. You can just say 1, 2, or 3, and then coffee 1 or 2, unless you want to make any changes to your lineup here. And we do have a cover design. I'm going to go ahead and weed that for you while I wait to hear your response. Oh, I do put my name. You know what? I never did in the past, only because I didn't really think about it, which was dumb. But I don't, I'm not naturally the most like business savvy person. I feel like lots of artists aren't. And so when we end up in this position, it's like, now I have to do everything. But now I do. I have my name very small down here. The thank you card that comes with it has my name. The ones with no thank you card, like my older ones, have a belly band that has my name. So now I'm better about putting my name on it. But yeah, when I first started selling these journals, it was like nowhere to be seen. You had no no way of remembering, oh, where did I get that journal that I really liked? People would never be able to find me again. So that was my mistake, and I've learned. Oh, sorry, Danielle. I didn't even notice you had said 1 and 1. And then the green pom-pom is good? Oop, whoops. That's not where that goes. Yes, okay, excellent. Then I'm gonna go ahead and fasten these on for you. And while I do, if you want to make any notes about your name page, like colors, position of your name, if you want it stacked or not stacked, anything like that, feel free to make any notes. You had chosen Danielle, strawberries, but then added a note, a variety of fruits if possible, and that's totally possible. So just let me know if you have anything to add to that description. And if you can, try to fit it all in one comment so that I can pin it so it doesn't get lost in the stream of comments. I haven't seen any mods today. I mean, I feel like often they comment right away. I know Kristen usually comments right away when she gets here. And I haven't seen her pop in. I could probably do another round of moderator recruitment. Rainbow colors. Okay, cool. And sorry, my only question about that is like bright rainbow or like more muted or pastel style rainbow, anything like that. You're so welcome, Natalie. Thank you for your order. I'm glad you're able to make it for a bit, and also good for you. What, like, you're my role model. Going to bed already? Isn't it like 7:45 for you? Because I respect that. That's crazy. Okay, sounds good, Danielle. Yes, I can make it fit the vibe of the matcha journal for sure. Okay, Shaylee. Oh, you're in Toronto for work. Okay. You mentioned Calgary and I was like, that is a wild bedtime, but like good for you. But that's a different story. Toronto. All right, let's iron on your name. I'm not sure if I have any pink themed ones. I don't really look ahead at my future orders because I can't just see like a snapshot of all of their requests at one time. I have to actually like click into the order, and I don't do that in advance before the lives, except to figure out what to do for gold foil when I want to foil on live. Get that out of here. Meg, I use the Caesar Juliet, very similar, but obviously different company. And I've never used Cricut, so I myself can't really compare the two, but yes, it's just like, it's heat transfer vinyl. I use Caesar's vinyl as well. This is the color gold in the material metal. And yeah, that's what I do for all my gold foil. That's the only thing I really know how to do with my machine. I know it's so, like, there are so many cool things I could be doing with it that I would love to learn in the future, but for right now, I've got my little routine. I doodle each person's cover design on my iPad, send it to my computer, and away we go. Oh no, my hands are full. Do we have a moderator here yet? Okay. I'm trying to do this with one hand. Oh no, I don't want to reply to them. I just want to mute, block, confirm. Did anything happen? He's gone, hey? I just don't want to stop ironing mid-foil, but I also want to get rid of that guy ASAP. Okay, we'll give this a sec to settle before we remove that. Okay, let me grab some markers that kind of fit the vibe of the journal. Man, that was another one. Oh, Tina, I do have a couple mods, but you know, I don't require them to be here. They come and go as they like. No pressure. Okay, let me grab a few more colors here. Fruits. Let's do have some blueberries in the mix, and I'm wondering about strawberries. Yes, Nicole is here. Queen of Spades and Shaylee. I need to do that from my phone because my phone's the one hosting. So I need to follow you. I need to add you as a mod. It does take a second. So I won't do that right now because it is a little bit inconvenient for everyone trying to watch. But I will keep you in mind and try not to forget to actually add you. Let's do some strawberries, maybe with that. What other fruits should I do? Oh, kiwis would be cute with the green. What else do we do? Fruits. Pineapple or banana, something like that. Okay, well, I'm gonna start by doing Danielle's name. D-A-N-I-E-L-L. D-A. Okay. Pear, grapes, mango. Oh yeah, we do like doing mangoes. Strawberry. Oh, cherries. Yes, that's true. Okay, let's do this. D. Okay, these are great ideas. I know fruits, and then it's like as soon as I have to think of fruits, I'm like, help? Thank you. Watermelon, peaches, cherries, those are all lovely. I don't know if I'll do kiwi because there's already a lot of green, but I do think kiwis are very cute. So we'll see. There's my light gray disappear too. There we go. All right, so let's just kind of fill the page with fruits, I think. I'm gonna do a couple of watermelon slices. This marker is starting to dry up, so it's a little streaky here. That's sad, I need to get another one of these. Couple of watermelon slices. Do a few. Okay, now I'm trying to scroll through and see papayas, watermelon, peaches, melon, dragon fruit, cherry, strawberry. Okay, lots of great options. Oh, thank you, Rachel. Okay, what if I do, I'll do a whole lemon over here, and then I'll also do a lemon wedge somewhere else. Maybe over here will be a lemon wedge. And maybe one more. I think I will do a few kiwis, even though this page is already pretty green heavy from the name. They're just so cute. Hey, Paige. How's it going? I'm doing well. couple kiwis. Oh, someone said peaches. Those would be cute too. I know I need to add detail to some of these yet, like seeds and a stem and stuff. I could do a peach slice too, hey? This marker's dying too. No, this is one of my favorites. Okay, and then it says Danielle. Let me think here. What else should we add? Red fruits. That's a great idea. Strawberries, perhaps? Just trying to find the right red. I have so many reds. I feel like that would work. It's a little bit deeper than all the rest of our colors, but oh yeah, cherries. And I'm gonna add blueberries to some of the smaller gaps. But I'll add a few strawberries to each corner and then maybe fill some of the spaces with blueberries. Page, this is our second name page tonight, so you haven't missed tons. We did do a couple other like ironing on gold foil and stuff. Oh man, this one's dying too. Yikes, I need a marker restock. I feel like I just did a marker restock. What is going on? Okay, let me add some leaves to some of these. I know, it's my well, yeah, all my favorite markers are the ones that die because I overuse them. I just use the same markers over and over, even though I have so many other markers that are also cute. But yeah, you can always tell which ones are my favorite because I go through them very quickly. Kiwi, all right, this little guy needs... Oh, he looks like a pumpkin now. Gotta give him a... Okay. And let's add some little clusters of blueberries. Yes, that's so true, Paige. We use that red a lot. And it shows. Okay, what else still need? Oh, maybe I'll add some little leaves to like by the lemons. Sorry, I'm not gonna add any other fruits at this point, I don't think. But thank you for all the lovely ideas. I thought of like 2 and then you guys carried the rest. Yes, don't worry, we haven't even gotten to black yet. We will be doing the seeds. I'm just trying to do all my other things first. Yes, we do need seeds, but we also need those. Well, that's the thing, Paige. I have never replaced super tips. That's why I never use them anymore, because one by one, all of my favorite ones have died. So that's why I rarely actually use super tips, even though I rave about them and love them, because yeah, I don't want to buy another pack of 100 when like 80 of mine still work, but my favorite 20 have been dead for years. You know what I mean? So I have a hard time justifying buying a new set of Crayola super tips, which is why, as much as I know, Mama Christy, but what am I supposed to do with all the rest? Throw them in the garbage? I already let my son play with them, but like I know I'm only going to use the same 20 again. So I feel like, I don't know. It's just hard to justify. And also, being in the niche that I'm in, I'm very fortunate. I get all of my markers just like gifted to me by different companies. Like I've never needed to pay for markers other than my very first thing of Crayola Super Tips. So that's why I use so much Tombow and other stuff now, is because it's just given to me. So it doesn't make sense for me to, you know, buy a pack of Crayola Super Tips where I'll only use my favorite 20 when I'm getting, you know, free other markers, you know? And I'm not complaining about getting free markers. I am so grateful that that's the case, but that's just why I have never rebought the Crayola Super Tips, even though I love them. It just seems like it wouldn't really make sense. Yes, well, and that's the thing, Mama Christie, is that I only have a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old, so only my 3-year-old uses markers, and he already has all my other 80 Super Tips and 120 Shuttle Art markers, like all these markers that I've got in the past from brands, and then I just keep getting more, so I just keep using my favorites and giving all my non-favorites to him. So he's got tons, more than he could ever need, which is why I don't spend money on stationery anymore. He's got 2 sets of paint markers, 2 sets of over 100 felt tip markers. He is a spoiled 3-year-old. Just kidding, he's not that spoiled, but when it comes to art supplies, he's got plenty to choose from. Yes, and well, yeah, and that's the thing. I don't buy him sticker books either. I just give him like my stickers. So some of them are a little like, I mean, they're very aesthetic. You know, he's making very beautiful pages in his journal, but they're not very 3-year-old like journal pages. All right, I think we're gonna call it quits there, Danielle. Thank you so much for your order. I did think about that too, Rachel, giving them away in like journal kits or something, but then I just feel bad because I'm gonna take all my favorite ones out and give you kits full of markers that I myself don't use. It just seems mean. Thank you for your order, Danielle. We took the plastic off, so now you can see her cover design, and it matches nicely with her charms, and then her very fun name page. Lovely. That was order 1502. Thank you so much, Danielle. Let me grab... Shopify has to like completely reload all the time, and then it moves things at the last second after I've already clicked someone's order, so then it brings me to the wrong order. I'm very frustrated with Shopify right now. Oh, thank you, Candy. I don't actually know what that means. What do... My fan club. Is that... I don't think I have one. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out what you signed up for. Glacier Blue B grade journal for order 1503. Fan club. Let me grab that. Oh, I do not have a Cricut. I have the Caesar Juliet, which very, very similar, but obviously different company. And I've never compared the two. I've never had a Cricut, and I don't really know how to do very much on my Juliet. Okay, so that's what made yours a B grade. This box was obviously dropped in shipping because most of them, oh, okay, Candy, that makes so much more sense. I was like, oh no. What kind of fan club did she join? That's what makes this one B grade. It got a crease in the corners, so it is 50% off for Kate B. Thank you for your order, Kate. That was $15.03. Yes, you guys were talking in the comments. The next custom bullet journal is available Thursday at 3 p.m. EST, Eastern. First come, first serve. And the 20% off site-wide ends tomorrow. So that's code New Year. That includes B grade journals. It includes everything with the code New Year. That ends tomorrow. 1504, let me grab a Petal Pink pre-made journal. For Maria T. And Maria actually has a different order with me. Maria, are you here? Let me know if you are. Oh, sending a heart puts you in the fan club. Oh, okay, well then thank you. Maria had placed an order recently where she'd asked for an M charm and I was out of M's and I haven't heard back. So Maria, if you're here, I would love to hear from you on both of those. Allie, I do sometimes have blank oopsie journals in stock, but I don't actually think I do right now. I can see from here that I have 3 pinks, 2 blues, but I don't think they're live on the site. I haven't added them in a while. All right. So for Maria, flower charm, nature charm, small accent charm. So I'll let you guys choose. Flower. I've been on for, I guess, maybe like 45 minutes now. Somewhere around there. Okay, let's choose the flower and then I'll... Is there a moderator who would like to do the polls for me? We'll just have a 3-option poll right here. Yeah, so flower charm, small accent charm, and nature charm. But let's choose the flower first, and then the rest I think will kind of fall into place. The rest of what she's looking for. And this is her cover design. I'm gonna go ahead and weed that for her while you guys are voting. So we do have 3 options. The poll is that little blue and white icon right underneath my name. Please go vote in there for option 1, 2, or 3 to choose which flower charm you like for her journal. And then we'll choose her other 2 charms accordingly. Yeah, I've heard that a lot, Terry, that people just, the live notifications seem pretty unreliable. Just gonna scoot those up. Let's see. Okay, option 1. So then she also said a nature charm and a small accent charm. So I'm thinking this will be the nature charm, and then let's choose a small accent charm to pair with it. I think we'll do the flower probably on its own, whoops, its own ribbon. And then we'll pair the leaf. Oh, do I not have any like nice pink stones? That one's kind of pink and shimmery-ish. Okay, so could I get a 2-option poll going next page? And it'll be between these 2, one to pair on the same ribbon as this leaf. That will be our next poll. So yes, the pink flower's locked in on one ribbon, and then this leaf is going to share a ribbon with one of these 2 accent charms. So vote option 1 or option 2 in that blue and white poll right below my profile picture. And then for her name page, we're doing Maria with a bees theme, bees and honey. Nice. So obviously we'll do yellow for the bees. What other color do you guys think I should pair with the yellow? I know we've done, yeah, the stone is number 2. Yeah. I know we've done lavender, I think the last time that we did a bees name page, and that was very cute. Who won? Okay, option 1. Lovely. I've got one of those on my journal too. Hey, Timothy. I'm having a good evening. Oop. A muted brown, green. Aw, thanks, Caitlin. Are you new? Is this your first time joining us? For those of you who are new, thank you so much for joining. My name is Rylee, and this is what we do most days lately has been pack orders. However, I am going to be getting back into doing custom journals, which I think is a lot more fun on lives. Of course, I love packing your orders and I need to pack your orders, so doing it on live kind of kills 2 birds with 1 stone. But I'm very excited to get back into the custom journals. With those, we do every single page together by hand. We vote for themes, layouts, colors, fonts, doodles, all of that kind of stuff we choose together. And we draw all 192 pages of the journal right here on live by hand. So it's lots of fun. We're going to be starting another one of those next week. This order spot for that opens up on Thursday, and then I'll probably spend the weekend kind of planning the journal with whoever it is that purchases that spot so that we can start doing that next week. So yes, my lives do often look like this, just kind of minor personalizations to journals, but one of the main things that we do during the year is do custom journals where we're working through an entire journal, doodling every page. So that's what we'll be starting again next week. Alrighty. That is her cover design. Let's do her name page with the bees. Let me think here. Green and brown were the suggestions. Maybe I'll do the lettering in brown, and then if we want to add like some leaves or something, we totally can. Let's do joining from Jamaica. Thanks for joining. Yes, and welcome here, Caitlin. Thank you for coming. It's always nice to have new faces and old. Lovely seeing the old faces regularly. All right, let's do thanks. Maria. Oh, Lacey, right? Lace of Spades, would that be Lacey? I just did your journal yesterday, didn't I? Thank you for your purchase. Hanlo. Oh, nice. What are you studying in college? Thanks for joining. No, I haven't seen Maria in ages, but this is her second order in like the last week or two. But she hasn't been here to consult for either of them. Oh, yay, Lacey. Yes, we did yours yesterday on the live. The replay is up on YouTube if you want to see the process, or I can just pull it out for you if you want to see, but. Okay, early education and special ed. Nice. How many years do you have left for that. The shadow, I always use N89. N95 is very similar, but it's got more of a cool undertone, and N89 has more of a warm undertone. So I have both, but I just always end up reaching for that same one. All right, we'll just do some bees kind of flying all around. And those are both from Tombow, I should say. No problem, Lacey. Oh, wow. Freshman and going for your master's. Cool. I could do that, Rachel. I just didn't really leave an opportune space for that, did I? Kind of scattered these all around. Should we do wherever the bees cross the letters? Yeah, maybe we should do that. Wherever their path crosses the letters, we'll use white gel pen. Then we'll add some white gel pen everywhere that the bee's flight path crosses the letters. Alrighty. Thank you for your order, Maria. Let me peel off her cover design for her so that you can see the result. There we go. Oh, Lacey, my inspiration. I don't know. Lots of these are things I've drawn a million times, so I don't even remember what inspired them the first time. Other than like when we design a journal together, we always get inspiration from Pinterest, but like never from other bullet journals. I always get my layout inspiration from other bullet journals, but my doodle inspiration from anything but bullet journals, basically. Danielle, did you place a second? Is Danielle still here? Did you place a second separate order? For a B grade Glacier Blue pre-made journal? Yes, Tessa, I do make mistakes, and it's high stakes because it's other people's journals. If I would mess up someone's name page really bad, I would just start a new journal because it's just the name page, that's all I'm doing. But if I mess up someone's custom journal, you know, if I'm already 100 pages into someone's custom journal, I'm not going to redo the whole journal. So I do have ways of covering it up. Danielle, is Danielle still here? Danielle K. She just placed, we just packed an order for her a few minutes ago, and now I see another one. It's for a B grade Glacier Blue journal. I think I'll go ahead and combine her orders so she's not paying shipping twice. But just so you know, when you order B grade, well, first of all, this is the blemish on hers. You can see it was dropped. There's a bit of a smudge in the corner and a bit of a bend. Other than that, everything's good. I do have a few B grade options that have designs on them because I messed them up and turned them into B grade in the process of designing them. So for Glacier Blue, all I have is this little teddy bear one. And then for Matcha Green, I do have some with gold foil cover designs that I couldn't end up using. So if you order a B grade and you know that I have one that you want, that's not just standard, just let me know here on live. So since she's not here, I'm going to give her just a normal one. But the teddy bear B grade is available. If you ordered a Glacier Blue B grade journal, just let me know that that's what you want and you don't want a normal one. I want to combine her orders here. What was her first order number? 1502, yes, and 1505. So let me put 1505 in the same bin and just mark that together and then grab the next order. 2 plus 05, yes. So for 1506, Rachel D's order, we have an espresso brown bullet journal, not the pre-made ones, just an empty one, and then a matcha green pre-made journal. And let me grab that. This one doesn't have any personalization, so I'm going to go ahead and tuck it right into the bin. All the pages in here are just dot grid, so they're still nice and thick, 160 GSM. There's 192 of them, but they don't have the designs on them. Yes, yay, Rachel. I thought the last name matched, but I couldn't remember exactly your TikTok username. Alrighty, so for your matcha journal, let me know about your name page. So right now it's got Rachel, books. You said muted colors, greens, brown, pinks, and blues. Keep your name on one line, absolutely. And sparkles coming out of the books or an armchair in the doodle. Okay, I've never doodled an armchair before. I could definitely do sparkles out of the books, and I could check Pinterest to see if we can find an attemptable armchair if you would like. But yeah, just let me know if you have any other notes about your name page. And because your order was placed while I was already on live, I didn't have a chance to cut your gold foil for you, so I'm gonna have to do that off camera since I don't have a cut for you already, or on camera tomorrow if I'm live tomorrow. I'm just not totally sure I will be. Cozy vibes, totally good with just sparkles. Okay. Rachel, books, muted colors. Lovely. I've got a few muted greens that I like. Browns, and then you also said pinks and blues. So maybe I'll go with this. And you wanted your name all in one line. Would you like different, like I could do color changing calligraphy using a few different colors, or I could just keep it all the same. I'll try not to ask you questions about every tiny thing, but that's just one thing I thought of, and I need a sip anyways. Fine with either? Okay. Let's see. Your name is pretty long. So if I do big calligraphy, it's going to fill the whole page. Let me think here. We could still do big calligraphy. Okay, yes, I do sometimes do them sideways. That is what I do pretty regularly. Just usually when I do it sideways, I only do doodles on the two sides instead of filling the page. And I'm not sure about your books with sparkles if they would have room, but we can try it. Let's try it. And then maybe I could put like a big book with some sparkles, like pages open, sparkles coming out underneath your name. Would that work? We'll do the sideways name and then we'll decide how much space to fill, because I do like a good sideways name. We haven't done a lot lately. Ray. And I'm gonna like quadruple check your name because I know it has the A in there, but I'm not used to that. So I'm gonna be like checking every time I place a letter to make sure I didn't spell your name wrong. Rach, A-E-L, okay, still on track here. A. E. Oh, I see. Nice. Yeah, nothing wrong with an extra A. It's just the one Rachel in my life is Rachel without an A. So when I think of Rachel, it's just like, you know, I would just default to writing it without an A, and then I would ruin your name page. So didn't want to make that mistake like I did with Kristen, because Kristen has an I at the end of her, like, not the last letter, Christine, but, you know, I-N at the end. And the Kristen in my life is E-N, so of course that's how I wrote her name. And we had to do it over. That's hilarious, Rachel. The other Rachel, that you have the same two names in your family. That's great. It's like I have a friend who has two kids, a little boy and a little girl, named Ren, R-H-E-N-N, and Rain, R-H-A-I-N-N. Isn't that crazy? I thought that was crazy when she told me their names, because they're like the exact same spell, like 2 letters off, but they, wow, that was just a lot of spelling overlap. Oh yeah, Ren for a girl with the W, that is pretty. That is pretty. I'm definitely a sucker for like the soft, naturey names, that's for sure. All right, now we could do a book lying open like here with some sparkles coming out of it, or some flowers or something. Or we could just do like a few small books off to the side here. What do you guys think? A few small books or like one big open book? No way, Taylor and Tyler, 1 letter off. That's crazy. You like the big open book? Okay, let's do that then. Place the spine of the book over here. Wow, that's wild, Paige. See, and some people when they hear my boys' names are like, oh, so you kind of have a theme. And I'm like, no, we don't have a theme. Like, I can see why you'd think that, but it's not like explicitly a theme. They're just 2 names that obviously the same person would like. But then it's, yeah, it's funny then when I see people whose names definitely do have a theme. I'm like, okay, it's not like bad to have a theme. I just get defensive about it because I didn't mean to have a theme, you know? I'm sorry, you know, I would love to say their names because I think they're perfect, but I don't. Sorry, Avery. I'm gonna do like kind of a trail of sparkles with all the colors that we've used so far on this page, and sprinkle them up to that corner. some. Oh, thank you, Totally Not Ethan. I'm glad you like it. Used to work at Disney. Cool. What did you do at Disney? I've never been to Disney anything. I mean, I feel like lots of Canadians haven't. It's not that unusual, but... Oh, hey, Jack. I'm doing well. How are you? Good to see ya. You love name theme? Okay, maybe I shouldn't get so defensive when people are like, oh, so you chose a theme. Because now here's the issue, is with our next baby, it's like, do we lock in and go with the theme that people think that we chose, or do we purposely choose something that goes off theme, you know? And like I said, it's not a super strong theme. Like when I tell some people that people have said that, they're like, what do you mean theme? Like they're just two names that obviously the same mom would like because they're kind of similar. Like, but anyways, yeah, that's our dilemma now, is like with the next baby, do we purposely abandon the theme or purposely lean into it? Oh, really? You do the same letter theme? Create a new theme between the second and the third. See, and that's the thing, is like we actually, when we were naming my second, okay, we'll do a hidden Mickey right over here. I mean, now it's not so hidden because you know that it's there, but there's your hidden Mickey. When we were naming our second, we were purposely, there was one name that we loved, but we were like, no, then everyone's gonna think like we chose a theme. So we purposely dodged that name, and then people said anyways, oh, you chose a theme. So then now it's like, do we use the name that we loved last time, which does sound on theme, or do we start from scratch? Just hard to know. Alrighty, there's our little sparkle trail moving up to the corner. Let me, that's funny, Penny, that's clever. All right, let's add some white gel pen here. Alrighty, Rachel, thank you so much for your order. That was $15.06, and I don't see any others, but once I refresh, Shopify may surprise me. Nope. Oh, yep, $15.07. One more. Rebecca will do yours next. And then I do need to hop over and do a few Etsy orders as well. Let me just label your bin here and then grab Rebecca's order. Rebecca R, are you here? Okay, so this was $15.06, and it still needs gold foil because I did not have a chance to cut that this afternoon because the order was placed in the evening. Okay, Rebecca R, Petal Pink Pre-Made Bullet Journal. And we are doing a name page for this one. Oh, perfect, Rebecca. Well, thank you for your order, Rachel, and for joining us on the live these days. It's been lovely to have you. Oh, really, Terry? I didn't know that. Alrighty, let me start on your name page here. Sorry. Rebecca Flowers, name all on one line. Rebecca, if you have anything you want to add as far as like colors or anything like that goes, just let me know. I'm going to put away a few markers because my desk is getting completely unruly. So I'll just put a few of these away, but let me know if you have any specifications about like colors or anything like that. I know you want the name on one line, but anything else? Okay, much better. I can actually see my desk now. So Rebecca, one option for a name of your length on one line, I could like do it in a smaller marker. That would leave more room for doodles. But yeah, I'll give a few moments here in case you wanna add anything. Oh, you let them pick and change their middle names? Oh, naming a kid was hard. Good night, Alex. Thank you all for joining. Whatever you think. Okay, lovely. Then I am going to do your name in smaller calligraphy because I think that would suit the length of your name very well if you want to keep it all on one line, and then we can add some nice delicate flowers around it. So we'll do it's my cutter or my heat press, I mean. Thinks it can go to bed, but we've still got work to do. Rebecca. Rachel, how long? Because I normally do my mail drop. I normally pack up my orders on Friday and then do my mail drop kind of whenever it works for my husband on the weekend. He does all those bins are heavy, you know, when they're full of like 30 journals. He does all that stuff for me. My love. But if you want it to wait until next week, I can hold it over. But this week it wouldn't go out anyways, probably till Friday. Okay, lovely. I know I would love to mail more often just to make you get your journals faster, but it's just hard with nobody else on my little team here to help with packing or anything. So that's kind of my weekly rhythm. They go out once a week, and that will have to be okay for now. We'll just do some small flowers. Waffles and noodles, nice. Oh, Paige, I didn't know that. I'm sorry. And then we'll add a few sprigs of lavender. Oh, thanks, Beauty by Nicole. Thank you, Tessa. Oh, Dragon Queen artist, it's been a while. Thanks for joining. Thank you, Tessa. That's very sweet. And Amanda. Aw. Yay. That's so good to hear. Oh, Candy Pie, that spot opens on Thursday. So not yet, but I am very excited to do the next one. So Tessa, these ones actually are, I did all these designs by hand, but on my iPad, and then had them printed in bulk. So these ones, it takes me, I don't know, maybe 10 or 15 minutes to do charms, cover design, name page, whatever they order. But I do have other ones where I do every page by hand, and those ones take me at least a month to finish. So these ones are very quick in comparison. Brown. I'm so excited for the custom journal lives. I didn't think I would be this excited. Honestly, I thought I would kind of put it off because it is a lot of work, but I am definitely ready to get into it. I am not totally sure how to navigate, like, you know, if I continue to get this volume of orders, which I'm so grateful for, and honestly, in some ways, I would love more orders, but I don't know how I will be able to maintain personalizing current orders and doing a custom, because right now just personalizing the current orders is filling all of my lives, and my lives are really like, that's the only time I get to sit down in my office. I am mom around the clock other than this, and so I am really not sure. If I'm not able to keep up with it, then I might need to close the name page option again, maybe even other personalizations, but I'm hopeful that, or maybe do like 2 days a week custom journal on the live, 2 days a week personalized orders, something like that. I'm not sure. The custom journals, you know, when I don't, that's the thing about doing them on live. When I'm not getting other orders that I have to personalize, it takes me a month or less. But the more orders I get to personalize, I always do those personalizations on live. So that time just takes away from time spent on my custom journals. So then it ends up taking like 6 weeks or more. Yeah, I feel like split the days could work well. Shading on the name. I could. I don't usually shade when I do small names like that, but I suppose I could. Nothing wrong with it. Let me add some leaves to some of these other flowers. Alrighty, there we go, Rebecca. Thank you so much for your order. That was $15.07. And that, I believe, yes, that is the last order on Shopify. So I'm up to date with Shopify. I believe I have 3 waiting for me over in my Etsy shop. So let me just open that tab here. I want to fill those tonight as well. And this will be kind of a last call. If you would like an order packed on live tonight, this would be the time to place it. It's 20% off site-wide right now with the code New Year, and that does end tomorrow. So if you're interested and you would like to see it personalized on live tonight, then now is kind of your last chance for tonight. Of course, you can place an order a different time. But yes, okay. So from Etsy, we have an order for Isha, and this is a petal pink pre-made journal, no personalization. So let me grab that for Isha. And no personalization, so I'm just gonna toss it in the bin and pack that up in the mail. That was Isha. And then next we have Karina M. Karina M, she ordered Glacier, but she messaged me, right? Where's my note here? I thought I made a note. Okay, sorry, I need to check my messages with Karina because I'm quite certain that she asked me in a message to change it to espresso. Where is that message? Am I making this up? Okay, Karina, Melanie. Yes, that is the same person. Sorry, I don't know why that note didn't take, but let me grab an espresso colored journal for Karina. Oh yes, see you, Dragon Queen artist. Thanks for joining us. Okay. Espresso. And for her charms, she requested coffee, a cat, and either a flower or a leaf. So I'll grab coffee. She didn't specify what her cat looks like, so I'm gonna pull out maybe 2 of my more like neutral cats and then also a paw print, and we can vote because she just said cat related charm. Coffee is locked in. Let's vote for the cat. Is there a mod who would mind setting a poll for us, a 3-option poll? And then she wanted a cherry blossom flower or a leaf. We'll vote for that after we've chosen the cat. Thank you, Paige. Oh, no worries. No worries at all. Chit Chats owes me an apology, not you. All right, the options in the poll are 1, 2, or 3 for her cat charm. The poll is that little blue and white icon right under my name. So go ahead and cast your vote in there. And she does have a cover design as well. That's the last cover design in my little bin for today. And have I seen Tunde here today? I know Tunde was here yesterday, but she placed an order, and that's my next Etsy one is Tunde's. There we go. All right, what won our poll over there? Option 1, okay. So option 1, and then maybe paired with the cat, because it's quite big, it would pair well with a more medium-sized charm, whereas the coffee would kind of compete with it. Let's choose one of these 2 charms to go with it. Paige, would you mind starting another 2-option poll? So she wanted coffee, that's locked in. The cat is now locked in, and then option 1 or 2 will pair together on the same ribbon with the cat. So go ahead and cast your votes between option 1, option 2. It will be in the poll below my name in just a moment. Thank you so much, Paige. All right. Which one? Oh, the leaf, but just barely. Hey, oh no. Yes. That was weird. The result was there and then it disappeared and then it's back. That was close. I feel like for good reason. I think either of those would have looked really nice. Just set that aside. Pinch these on. All right, and then cover design. And then we will be on to Tunde's journal. There we go, Karina. Thank you for your order. Oh, thank you, Shelby. You're welcome. Thank you guys for buying them. I would not continue to make them if people didn't buy them, so thank you. Tunde, an espresso empty journal. perfect. So Tunde wanted a gold tee. Oy. Good night, Rachel. Thank you for joining. Oh, thanks, Shaylee. A gold tee, a moth, and a pom-pom. So Tunde is not here, and the moths are all so different that it's hard to choose one when someone isn't here to choose their own. You know what I mean? Let's narrow these down. We'll try to come up with the top 4 to vote between. Who wants to lock one in? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm just gonna take the first like 4 comments to lock in those moths as our options to vote from. 2 is in, 3 is in, 1 is in, 6, 5, and 8. That's basically all of them, but whatever. We can have a 6 option poll, right? Did I take too many? Okay, I'm gonna get rid of this one because I don't know if the eyes thing is Tunde. You know, that's some people's vibe, but it's not everyone's. And she's not here, so we want to pick something that is going to be neutral enough that she would like it. These are the ones that we've got locked in for today. Thank you. Paige, would you mind starting a 5 option poll for us? And then pom-poms. Oh, I wish Tunde was here. Because she is sometimes. I always feel bad when people that I know come when they can aren't here when I pack their order. But okay. Option 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. You can vote in that little poll, white and blue icon right below my profile picture. Done with the heat press for the night. And let me pop back over to Shopify. We will be doing a name page for Tunde as well, but unless there are other orders that come in the next few minutes, that's where we're gonna end, is after Tunde's name page. Don't vote 5. What? Oh, Paige, you're funny. Well, yeah, I'm gonna choose pom-pom options to match the one that wins. Okay, option 4. I feel like Tunde would like that one. I don't know. I've never met Tunde, but she's here sometimes. I feel like that's a fit for her. Okay. So pink could match. I know the bright pink kind of matches the flowers, but that's just so bam, you know? If someone doesn't choose it for themselves, I don't really want to choose it for them. Okay, and I have those like, oh no, I'm running low on, okay, I need to get more brown pom-poms. Okay, good. I do still have more of these ones. That's the one that I wanted to add to the mix. So let's go ahead and vote with these. We've got 4 options. Paige, would you mind doing a 4 option poll for us? And we'll choose a pom-pom to go with her moth. I also want to get more of these. I should put one of those on top. And then for her name page, she wanted a moth theme with like matchy colors. So that's why I especially wish that she was here, because like she couldn't even choose the color of moth. And that's gonna dictate everything. Sorry, Tunde. I could save it, but I have too many orders to make it all the way till Friday without packing and mailing. So tomorrow I'm actually not going to do a live stream. I'm going to do a packaging day to clear my shelves here so that I can keep going on the live on Thursday. We'll keep packing orders. 1, 2, 3, or 4. Go ahead and cast that vote up in the blue and white poll icon underneath my name. Tunde, moth, matchy colors. Yep, that's the name page. Ooh, the light pink one? Really? Is that right? Can somebody back me up on that? I'm very surprised that these two tied for last by such a huge margin, because I would have expected one of them to at least be a contender. Paige, any moderators, what would you have voted for? I'm only asking because I put pink in because it matches, but Tunde doesn't really give me like pinky girl vibes. You know, like every time she's ordered a journal, she's ordered a couple, they have not been pink. So that makes me, you know, not super, I didn't expect that one to win, I should say. I know, pink matches the charm, but like all the other ones match the journal. So I didn't think pink would actually win. I wanted to give it a chance, but like... I know it's basically white, but it's pink. I'll do second place. Sorry for all the pink voters. The pink is cute. But... I already feel bad doing Tunde's journal without her. And while I feel like she probably won't mind this moth charm, she's never given me like girly girl, I love pink vibes. She definitely gives me more like nature toned vibes because the journals that she's ordered have been brown. So we're gonna play it safe. Sorry, you guys. I almost never do that. Cancel out a vote. I always feel bad. I'm like, why would I even put it to a vote then? So sorry for ignoring you. But we're gonna game time decision. Okay, that's the one Paige would have voted, and she's a moderator, so her vote, she can't vote. And they were so close. This one probably, you know, that would have tipped the scale. So that's my justification, that moderator votes would have tipped the scale. Her name page is to match the moth. Like, that's the whole thing. That's the whole thing of her name page, is that she wants it to match the moth and the charms. So we'll do a like brown and neutral name, and then have like a very soft pink and purple moth, so that the focus is still like very muted, you know? Because I know she likes muted stuff. All right, so Tunde. I know, she popped around this time last night. I know. That's why I was kind of expecting that she'd be here, but maybe she didn't realize that I was going to pack it today, because I don't actually think I said that on my stories, that I was going to do Etsy orders as well. I didn't know if I'd have time. Maybe we'll put the N up here too. And actually, let's fade from dark. Oh, the moth up close, yes. Moth up close looks like this. Yes, Tunde. I mean, it's so hard because obviously I've never met Tunde. She lives across the world, but she's been following me forever. Like back in 2021, I had a very small and like pretty tight-knit YouTube community. And she's from then. She's from that era. So I feel like I know her, but I don't actually know her, you know? And this one, I guess, is actually a butterfly. It's not even actually a moth, but Yeah, it uses a very soft purple, so I might actually use my even more muted purple than this. And yeah, Tunde is one of my OGs, for sure. So we've never met, but I feel like I know her better than I know what most people would want, you know? All right, so let's kind of match this. I'm trying to match the charm, at least vaguely. Oh, Terry, I think I know what I'm going to do for February. I think I'm going to do yellow, pink, and red. And then I think I might actually make like the whole background of the title page like a quilt. That's what I'm leaning towards right now. It just would be a lot more work than just coloring it in, but I feel like it'd be fun and it would look cute. So yeah, that's my current plan. I think I'll try to film a setup video maybe tomorrow. Maybe not tomorrow, maybe Thursday. Okay, we're just kind of loosely trying to match the charm here. Loosely match. February's theme is the bows one. So the doodles themselves are not as like intricate as some months. You know, there's a lot more wiggle room for you to kind of decide how you're gonna lay it out. Or not lay it out, like it's laid out for you, but yeah, like the whole back of the cover page is blank. And I, at first when I did that, was like, oh, I'll just do like gingham or something cute in the background. Cute, easy, but then as I was thinking about it more, I was like, oh, but a quilt could be really fun. And then I bring in like buttons and stitching and stuff throughout the month as well. That's kind of part of it. Okay. Now, I think maybe I'll do, trying to think of what else I should do. If I should do other, well, I'm going to add white gel pen to this moth. Don't worry, it's not staying like that. Trying to think if I should add other ones that are like the same or other small ones. Or, like I could have this as like the feature one and then just kind of like small ones flying around. Small would look cute. Oh, hey Dana. Yes, I've been doing well. I did take a hefty Christmas break, which was very lovely. But we're back now. Small would look cute. Small ones would be cute. Okay. Oh, that sounds cute, Timothy. Oh yes, I will add some sparkles, some greenery. We could add some greenery. Okay, I think I'll add a few small ones, probably more than just two. I think I would add them kind of like flying around, like to fill the rest of the page. So if you guys think that's cute, this one's not going to be like flying. This one's just going to sit here as kind of like the, I don't know, the focal point. And these ones are just going to be little ones kind of flying around. Have a good sleep page. No, I'm not planning to be live tomorrow. I'm gonna have to do a packaging day tomorrow. But I do plan to be live Thursday, probably in the evening, but I'm not totally sure yet. So I will hopefully see you then. I am from Canada, Lisa. I see you are too, hey? Nice. Oh, thank you, Lucy Lou. Appreciate that. One more, and then we'll add some flight pads, we'll add some white gel pen. I think that will all kind of pull it together. All right, white gel pen time. We'll add a little bit to the small butterflies as needed, but mostly to the letters and the big butterflies. This and hockey and cross stitching. Nice. What hockey game are you watching? Oh, the Leafs. Okay, which team are you cheering for? Before I give myself away. I don't actually care that much about hockey, but my husband has been like a lifelong Leafs fan. So I now am too, I suppose. And my boys just love hockey, so naturally they are Leafs everything. Alrighty. There we go. That is Tunde's name page. Kind of loosely tried to match the moth. Just the idea anyways. But using a very, very muted purple so that I thought it would fit her kind of... Yeah. She just doesn't give me girly pastel vibes, more of like nature-y sort of things. So that's what I tried to do, is combine that very girly moth with a less girly version of it for Tunde. Thank you for your order, Tunde. I'm sorry you couldn't be here tonight. I'm sure she's a replay watcher often because she is, she's over in Europe, so the time zones don't always line up well for her. So she often will watch the replay instead of the live. Let me just quickly go over and refresh my Shopify in case there's any last ones that snuck in there while we were finishing Tunde's name page. But if not, that is going to be all for tonight. Alrighty. Yes, then I think we're good for tonight. Let me pull you guys down for a sec here. Thank you all very much for joining. Oh, thank you, Katie. Thank you guys for joining tonight. Yeah, tonight is kind of, well, it's the last day before the 20% off ends. So tomorrow, 20% off site-wide ends. The code is New Year. You can use that at checkout. And then the next day is when the next custom bullet journal drops. So that I am very excited for. I hope someone out there is also excited to buy it. That's always the risk, is like, I don't know if anyone's going to buy it right away, but I mean, it usually happens. But anyways, so hopefully we will have another custom bullet journal to start working on next week, which will be a lot of fun. Tomorrow I will not be live. I have got a bunch of orders that I need to pack and get to the mail. I don't think I can put that off till Friday. So I'm going to do that tomorrow and then come live again Thursday, likely in the evening, to pack some more orders. Maybe whoever orders the custom bullet journal will be able to come on live on Thursday and we can kind of like start the process together. But yeah, next week will probably look quite a bit different because we'll focus more on custom journals and less on packing orders. So yeah, thank you guys so much for joining. It was great to see you all, and I hopefully will see you later this week or next. If you do like to know when I'll be live and what we'll be doing, please join me over on Instagram. That's where it's just easiest to make announcements like that. So I do ship to the Philippines through my Etsy shop, not my main website. So if you just go to my link in bio, you'll see both. Alrighty. Thank you all so much for joining. If you care to watch the replay, it will